Here are the latest price moves for the SafeMoon SWAP partners. This is for August 3rd, 2022. I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Everything I'm sharing is my own opinion. It's my own research. I highly encourage you to go do your own research. And with that being said, let's go ahead and dive on into the news. First one up here is SafeMoon. We can see SafeMoon had 4 days in a row of red, although volume was quite lackluster. We can also see with the previous 2 days that they closed out essentially neutral. It was technically red, but essentially neutral. And as far as for today, we do have a green candle going on. It is up 5.04% over the last 24 hours with $180,000 worth of trading volume. Then up next is PNU. Now, PNU did have a very nice initial launch. It pulled back. The next day, we saw a further decline. As far as the last 2 days, very, very low volume, and it did close out in the red. As far as for today, it is in the green, but even less volume. It is up 12.64% compared to 24 hours ago, and is up also with not up, but it has a volume of $4.4 thousand, $4,400. Moving on to MFX. MFX had a very nice initial push, many consecutive days of red, a little bit of green yesterday, but unfortunately for today, it is showing further signs of decline. It is down 3.47% compared to 24 hours ago with a volume of $1,900, has a market cap of $10 million. Moving on to Shinja. Shinja had a bit of a drop yesterday, showing a little bit of resistance right down here at the 9 range, and we can see that the further continuation has now dropped below that level, and it is down 3.99% over the last 24 hours with $1,300 worth of trading volume. Market cap $30 million. Glow V2 working its way to try and pass above $1 million. They are at $850,000 right now. It is actually up 4.91% in the last 24 hours with $900 worth of trading volume. The last 4 days showed declines of red. However, again, for today, showing signs of a push up. Then moving on to Sail. Sail is up 4.75% over the last 24 hours. 2 red days yesterday, showing pretty significant increase in trading volume yesterday. But as far as for the last 24 hours, it is $780. Then on to Evergrow coin. Look at that, popped up just as I pulled up the charts there. Up 2.91% over the last 24 hours, volume of $9,900. On to Affinity. Affinity had a green day yesterday, pretty close to breaking neutral. Volume very low for today, but of that $2,000, it has had an impact on the price charts. We can see it is up 4.53% compared to 24 hours ago. Then on to Crypt Cards. Now, please keep in mind that if you watched my older videos, you may be wondering, why do I only have 2 candles for this now? Candles being these little bodies you see right here. That is because Crypt Cards has just moved over to version 2. And so what you're seeing is reflective of that version 2. So yesterday having a nice push up, a bit of a pullback. Today we're seeing it right on the verge of closing out for red, but it is pretty darn neutral. It is down 2.06% in the last 6 hours, but technically it's up 4.73% compared to 24 hours ago with a volume of $15,000. Now moving on to Grove token. Check this out. Grove token, people have had many concerns talking about things over on social media, especially during this bit of a pullback down right here. We had 3 days of consecutive reds there, but yesterday closed out in the green. Volume quite low by comparison, but you can see the price is starting to make a nice little climb. And as far as a closeout yesterday of green, today is also looking green. It is up 8.9% in the last 24 hours with a volume of $85,000. Then we move on to Potherium. And Potherium, we saw red as of yesterday. As far as for today, things are looking green. It is $270 worth of trading volume. It is up 2.16% in the last 24 hours. Reflex Finance had a series of red days, although they did have some very significant news recently with the announcement of the fact that they are working on launching their own blockchain that is in partnership with several different individuals. And we can see, so yesterday there was a series of days, technically. There were 4 red days in a row and then a green candle here. and it is at 9068, getting close to trying to test breaking above that one region zone. It is $11,000 worth of trading volume in the last 24 hours. It is up 14.9% during that time period. On to Empire token. Look at that candle. That is quite nice, more than making up for the last 3 days of red. In fact, this is pushing back to levels we saw previously on July 28th. If it can manage to go above this level, because we do see some support being established on the 23rd and 24th, as well as region zones around the July 18th and 19th period. That next major level of it trying to contest, from what we can tell right here, is going to be approximately around the 76-77 range. And, yeah, 10.2% up in the last 24 hours, $1,400 in volume. Moving on to Dox. Dox has very, very, very low volume, only $22 worth. Yesterday closed out in the green. Today showing slightly into the red, but it's up by comparison. It is up 2.5% over the last 24-hour period. Combining too many of those words together. Okay, moving on to Immortal. Immortal 1. 2 red days yesterday, today showing nice sign of green, but volume is quite low. It is up 4.11% over the last 24 hours with a volume of $440. Then on to Rhythm. Although Rhythm had a significant drop on July 31st, it essentially made that back on August 1st yesterday, but we are also seeing that it has a little bit of a decline going on taking place here, showing $60 worth of trading volume, 0% change over the last 24 hours. And now that I actually look at this, I am, what is going on here? There might be something else in play. I'm going to have to do a little bit of some investigative research because of the fact that on the day charts, this is not showing anything for August 3rd. I'm going to go ahead and refresh this right here. This is for Rhythm. Make sure that it still keeps it for Rhythm. And as this loads up the chart, yeah, there's nothing being shown at all for today for August 3rd. There's no disclaimer saying issues with liquidity. So if this was to have migrated over, then as we've seen with other projects, most notably recently, it would have a little disclaimer here on the right hand side, but it's not saying that. And there was technically a trade that this is saying in volume in the last 24 hours, although that was back on August 2nd. So possibly we're not seeing anything of a candle because there has not technically been a trade for August 3rd, just August 2nd, and that was within a 24-hour time period. Then moving on to Live Crypto Party, we can see it had a drop yesterday. It's a further drop down as of today, and with that drop down, it is down 20.51% in the last 24 hours with $12,000 worth of trading volume. Market cap of $6.7 million. The level that it is currently at is now slightly below what it was during its initial launch. Don't mind all of these other little graphics that you guys see here. I'm actually going to be deleting those. That was in reference to a previous video. So that is not in relationship to Live Crypto Party itself in this video. So we do have 424% that it had during its initial climb. But again, as of right now, with where it is at, it is just slightly down below that of when it had first started back on May 19th. That is your coverage for the SafeMoon SWAP partners. Let us know what you guys think about all these projects. Are you bullish? Are you bearish? Why? Tell us in the comments down below. And I appreciate you so much. Thank you very much to my Patreon supporters. A double shout out thank you to WeLoveSafeMoon.com, Murad Shaker, Victor Vegas, SafeMoon Oz for being higher level patrons. Also thank you to my YouTube members. If you guys would like to show your support for as little as $1 a month on my channel, I appreciate it. There's links down below. It definitely helps me out. I hope you guys are having a great day. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Please go do your own research. Don't forget to hit subscribe. Hit the thumbs up like button. God bless, and we will see you in the next episode.